Hello, traders. Welcome to the Monday stream that started out oh so great, and now, of course,
It's time for Power Hour.
the same stuff we've been dealing with for 7 effing months. We're dealing with it again, man. I'm so surprised. So we were in a coin flip situation for the greater part of last week, right? Oh, 50% chance of 63,588. 50% chance of 58.4. We don't know which one's going to get hit first. Well, we got the answer. 63,588, the 200-day simple moving average, the key inflection point, right? Going back to 2021, but has been tested many times throughout the year 2024. And you just can't break it. And that's, of course, that's how it goes. This is a steel wall, man. Like, you break it, promised land. We're 69K all-time highs is upon us, but did you think that you were just going to break through the black gate and it was going to be easy? Because that's where you are. You are at the black gate of Mordor. We might have to find another way to get in because this is impossible to sustain prices above it for any amount of time since August 1st, August 2nd. I mean, we're good, you know, like that's how close you are to like a serious markup in price and a potential trend reversal. You were this close. But as you can see, you know, with Wall Street being closed now, no break. Might test it again, might not. Could be a bearish back test, an up thrust, and then a back test of up thrust. That could very much be the case, but for now, we're just going to look at it down 0.65% when at one time Bitcoin was up on the day at the highs. Bitcoin was up almost 3%. Typical stuff for this asset that just doesn't do anything anymore. Like, it serves its purpose, peer-to-peer, right? Decentralized banking, got it, cool. But for anyone speculating on its appreciation of value, your SOL for the last 7 months has been terrible. That's okay. Consolidation periods end at just, good God, 7 months, man. Like, really? What was it last year? I mean, how many days? Like, you broke the level in March 2023 and you didn't really break out. 220 days. I mean, it's a long time sideways, right? So from days here, since the top, consolidating for 207, 220 in 2023. And then 207 days now. It's gut-wrenching price action. But the good news is, mother of God, I mean, like, Bitcoin doesn't collapse. Kind of what I've been seeing is, all right, so we had the weekly look pretty good for some altcoins. Like, dang, man, 88% retraces from previous lows from 2023, full resets, completion of bullish M-shaped patterns at key inflection points. Confirmation lows and stuff like were going on. Inverse head and shoulders were developing. And then, you know, we got that pullback on Bitcoin and things just weren't great. But now it's like, oh my God, like now the daily might be playing ball. Like the daily might be implying the exact same thing the weekly's implying on these altcoins. But it's never going to happen if Bitcoin doesn't break 64.9 at some point. Like, for real, like they will never take off. They will never rally ever until that level's broken on Bitcoin. So we'll look at the other Bitcoin chart so you can see how close we were to that supply line of the original. I see you almost touched it, man. And I'm talking, someone came in the stream, like the last stream I did, the last comment of the day was like, your anchor points are wrong. It's like, how are they wrong when they're their original anchor points? I'm not adjusting them. I haven't adjusted them all year. And they played out wonderfully. They've been wonderful levels to understand, okay, this is the top of the downtrend. So if they falls back in, max downside, and the bottom's been respected and the upside's been, the top of the channel's been respected. So I'm not really touching it. I'm just leaving it alone. And so this is how close you are to that supply line again. You up thrusted through it again, very close to a bearish back test of the up thrust. You can see 64.9, man. That's how real this level is. So, I mean, give me a higher high and all of a sudden we could talk about potential trend reversal. We had a high, You had a low, you had a higher high than the previous high, potentially higher low than the previous low. You give me a higher high, and it's consecutive. And we're talking about trend reversal behavior. But not yet. Sorry. Man, what is this? Song sounds terrible. I can barely hear it, but ugh. Oh, man, that is strong. I went with an espresso today instead of just a regular coffee, and it's like, bam, flavor. Okay, so that's where we are, man. Below the 200 moving average. Tested it today. Maybe in the coming days we'll have better fortune. Some bids will come in for real. We are in the perfect seasonality for Bitcoin. The perfect year, the perfect time of year. Every 4 years, post-halvening. I mean, it is like conditions are there historically for upside, but it doesn't mean that it's certain. All right, just you'd think there's a higher probability we'd be going up in time. So, and again, right, like if you are playing the seasonality, you're along at 60K. Remember when we back tested the 58.4 level in the bullish engulfing candle? That was the signal. That was like, okay, and it looks like you had another opportunity recently to maybe be long and to manage your risk, you know, the stop somewhere below 57.5 to protect yourself, because you're going a lot lower if that breaks, and it kind of invalidates the entire argument for more upside in the short term at least. So you're still just waiting. You're still in it, waiting to get stopped out or waiting for the promised land. That's all you can do in this situation. Okay, trying to play day in, day out on Bitcoin. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Bitcoin dominance. How's it been doing, man? Very elevated after putting in its highest low of the multi-year uptrend. Just hanging around. 60% is the target. It's been the target for 2 freaking years. Flat today. Cool. About Bitcoin futures. Let's take a look at that. Had been respecting its levels pretty well. Looking like we're gonna paint. I mean, we, you know, on the new day that just opened about an hour, 13 minutes ago, working on a bearish engulfing candle immediately. Maybe they test the 200. Maybe they test 59K. Just disappointing, but not like awful or anything. Like, hey, let's make a higher high and then a higher low and then a higher high again. Can we do that, please? We haven't done that in 7 months plus. Whatever, dude.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Ethereum. Not great, not terrible. 2,428 Ronkin. Yeah, but holding on to this $2,407 level, right? It was old highs from December 2023. They're trying to regard it as support. It's okay. I mean, like, type 2 return, they could be trying to paint it. I mean, going lower would make it a lot easier to decipher if it's that type 2 down at like 2,200, 2,100. But hey, man, who's to say they can't put in a higher low type 2? That would kind of be strong. You can see like kind of how we're confined within this structure. And yeah, so the big level is 2,400 here, because if you don't hold that, likelihood's higher. You're going to see 2,100. And again, that's near the pattern completion zone of this bullish shark that has been identified. And we got a reaction. Maybe we get a reversal. All dependent on short-term price action on Bitcoin. Just remember, all Bitcoin did was land on tails, because tails never fails, and hit the key inflection point of 63,588. You can see this 4-hour price action here. It's beautiful. I mean, it's just like testament to levels and how real they are. There's this TA respect right there. I mean, I've had 63,588 as a level for years. It's never moved. It's always been here on these charts. And that's how perfectly it was regarded. There's so much supply here still that just the buyers cannot absorb all of it, so they just relent after realizing, dang, man, there's just too many sellers at this freaking level, so we're done for now. And you're catching a sell-off. And I mean, after hours, I did see, like, if you don't know, it was really bad for the Mag 7, except NVIDIA, so the Mag 6. really bad day. Like, we're gonna go into it thoroughly because it's worth talking about, because that's like market drivers. But they were like up after hours for most of the time, up until just like an hour ago, maybe less, and they're down. A lot of them are kind of down now. They're not up anymore after hours, and it's like, okay, so they all sold off, and then Bitcoin sold off with them. So it's like liquidity, like overall liquidity got pulled out in the past hour. So whatever, maybe low volume, no, not a big deal, but Bitcoin's definitely reacting because this market's open 24/7. So yeah, man, the big tech stocks, it's like, we gotta talk about that. Let's get through these cryptos, whatever. BNB, guess it's fine for now. I mean, there's no issue on BNB until they actually, the sellers break $500. Cannot really be too concerned about this one until that key level's broken, because they failed all these times. But just up against the 200, very just neutral stuff. Same lows, same highs, just about, and you're the midpoint between the highs and lows. So, nothing to do, no action to take, no like swing trade or anything on BNB, just sitting there watching it. Solana, it was doing things, then of course Bitcoin sells off, and then of course, right, we were doing stuff, we're fine, you know, it really is fine. I mean, depending on what happens to Bitcoin, like always, could be really good. The question mark is there because we don't really know yet. It may not be over. The selling could continue in the coming days on Solana. But for now, right, since they bottomed it out October 3rd, a higher low question mark than the previous discernible swing low. Yeah. Failure from market participants, failure from sellers to test 130, 124 again. Okay. More than before. Potentially more than before, right? Don't think you could say it's a true higher low until we probably break 160. I would just go ahead and say not going to be a true confirmed higher low till we're breaking 162.89, just to be safe, man. All right. So potential higher low on Solana, attempt from the sellers, and their failed attempt to test the key level, which could be a sign of strength if we can confirm the higher low with a higher high after it. So, or at least a test, at least getting back up to rivaling the highs we saw in late September. So, okay, not bad, maybe, because you go a lower high, and then after that, maybe a higher low, and that could be great. We'll see. XRP, flat today, but let's be real, flat today. That's breaking news on XRP. Dude, it's outperforming Bitcoin. It's outperforming other cryptos, man. As it dumped days before, it lost 24% of its value in about 4 days. They're not going to tell you that, okay? Crap, garbage, trash. Tested the 200 moving average today. Tested 54.59 cents, which is what? It's just a level back from history that's been regarded like just countless times since 2022. It's been support resistance, and it's resistance again today, along with that 200. So, I mean, you're safe above 50 cents, but I'm just saying, like, anyone who owns XRP, anyone who lives in Tampa Bay, like, probably want to evacuate XRP, Tampa Bay, when XRP falls below 50 cents. Yeah, because Hurricane Milton, Category 5, just fell below 900 millibars in barometric pressure, which is making it registered to be one of the strongest hurricanes in the Gulf ever. No, we cannot, H. We can't. The worst thing I've ever seen, man. Oh my God. So, wow, man. Wow. Hot garbage, but you're above 50 cents, so I guess you're safe. You're fine like a fruit fly. You're fine like Tampa Bay is fine right now. Hey, man, you're in Tampa Bay. There's no storm surge yet. There's no hurricanes. No, everything's good, man. Just a little cloudy and rainy. Wow, okay. XRP equals Tampa Bay for now. This is the levy, dude. Don't let the levy break at 50 cents. All right. So those are your big cryptos. Guess what we could do is just kind of try to look at some stuff. You know, that, hey man, it was okay. Dang, it's starting to look really interesting now. Okay, so there's still some altcoins up today. So remember GRT, that weekly was so unreal. Like, it was so beautiful that you're just like, gosh dang, man, one valley, a second valley, a third valley. The third valley is the completion of a beautiful 886 Gartley. They were attempting to break that key resistance support from going back to 2022. I mean, you were just seeing poised for way higher prices in time, but can't get it going. They just tested that level yesterday, and just couldn't break it. But so the weekly, incredible, but then the daily is like, hey, maybe we got something going on that is a piece of data. Maybe, unless it's just an upthrust, back test of upthrust we're witnessing today, they could be trying to put in a higher low. That's potential. It's not a confirmed higher low. Or pivot point until I think we're rivaling 19 cents again, especially breaking 17.4 cents. Such a very real inflection point. So you got to break that, man. Otherwise, you have a potential higher low, but we don't really know. You're right, the sell-off may not be over if they're just bearishly back testing a key level that they upthrusted through, and then they've now failed, and they're now confirming it as resistance again, as it has been and was resistance just as early as August of this year. It's been support in July of this year. A major level resistance 2023. You know, it's a big deal. So if Bitcoin could just stop acting like hot garbage for 7 months, these things got real chances to go way higher, man. Like, you already broke out of the falling wedge. Think about it. You got like the M shape, third valley on the weekly. You got a huge falling wedge. You got a confirmation low. You got the potential like higher low, which represents like more market participants involved with GRT than before. That's just price action. So we're monitoring that. These potentially good new pieces of data, but you gotta get follow through, man. You have to like rival the high from September. I'm sorry, it's just not good enough yet. Stuff like Altcoin, very interesting, like where locally you see this swing low, this candle close from July 5th, right? They like recaptured it, then they reconfirmed it as support, and you're just holding. You know, it's like you're probably garbage, trash, loser below 350, 352, but it's interesting price action correlation to a level. You're possibly putting in like a higher low than the previous lows. You just gotta get some more follow through now. This isn't good enough, but just interesting. It's where it's just like, oh, screw crypto, screw altcoins. They're trash, losers, jokes, scams. And it's like, now we're getting a piece of data on the daily that's like, accumulation, signature, potentially. So not as trash, scam, joke, loser as it was before, but we're not there yet. You're still a loser, but you're maybe on the right track, maybe. Okay, as we will continue to monitor in Q4 of 2024. Stuff like basic attention token. It's like, dang, man, look what they're doing. I mean, like the momentum shift at the key level from history, where historically this is exactly where basic attention token almost always reverses. Almost always. And then they give us this blessed slightly higher low again where the arrow's pointing. It's like a perfect touch test. 1, 2, third valley. You kidding me, man? Like, that's the stuff you're looking for big old reversals. You got max upside potential if it holds. But again, what if Bitcoin just remains a poverty-stricken loser? I don't know how these altcoins can rally higher. I don't know how any of these can succeed if Bitcoin's just a joke. And just, I can't break 63.5. I'm okay. Bye. Let's just head on down to 58.4 again. I don't know how these altcoins can really play out, but you gotta wonder, like, why do they look so compelling? Why are we witnessing such positive promising price action that we've seen in the past, where that
RIP
ushered in
to all the
huge
peeps in
reversals.
Florida.
Why are we seeing
though.
it again?
It's what you
Took
get living
forever,
there.
too. So
Not
many
much
months
sympathy
of time
considering you can
to
always move
develop
to
and get
Detroit.
where we are
They needs
now.
PPL.
Greg P, thanks for the 5, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna pack up and move to Detroit. Said no one ever. Thank you. So, wow, man, wow. Such good stuff, but come on, man. Like, is it gonna be like, okay, Bitcoin's the Rubik's Cube, we don't know, and the altcoins are telling us what's gonna happen with Bitcoin? I'm not sure. OXT is another one where it's just like, holy crap, are you kidding me? Like, look, completing an M shape indubitably. It's undeniable. Okay, low, lower, low, divergence. Oh yeah, bullish divergence on the other side. Then they rally it above these levels, 6.2, 6.7 cents one time, then locally a second time. It's like, you gotta be kidding me, man. It's like screaming more than before, not just the momentum shift, now accumulation signatures at key levels, the level where you're always looking for it. It's there. It's magic. That's where we are on Orchid and Basic Attention Token. It's like, how do they play out if Bitcoin sucks? They can't. They'll fail. It's crazy that they would fail down here. It's such the reliability of these M shapes identified properly, which this has certainly met all the criteria. It's perfect. I think you got a really high chance of higher prices. I'm just trying to think here. How does it do it without Bitcoin going higher? It can't. It won't. Look at this weekly, you know. So I'm saying, like, on the weekly, it was there, but we didn't nothing. It wasn't really maybe there on the daily so much, but now it's like, oh my God, the daily is like screaming impending upside along with the weekly now. Look, they recapture the level. They're holding just as early as last week. They confirmed this support from December 2022 as support again. Compelling arguments for upside on altcoins, but I don't know how. I don't know how any of them play out without Bitcoin getting above 64.9. I don't know how. Something like Bitcoin Cash, just another one where it's like we looked at it, last week. It's just dang, man, like it looks so bleak. Bearish 5.0. They were breaking support. They recaptured support. They reconfirmed it as support once, and then twice, and it's like, mother of God. Confirmation low, higher lows now. Man, I'm just like, how do you ignore that? It's such a candle high close back in 2023. This thing one goes back to 2017. This is such a big deal, man. I'm not kidding. Do you see what happens at this level? Do you? The consequences of this level holding? Well, we just confirmed it as support. So doesn't that mean like, okay, we have a high probability outcome chance now of way higher prices on Bitcoin Cash? Doesn't mean certainly, but that's what we got an edge, I think, on Bitcoin Cash for upside. But hey, easy to cut your losses fast if it fails because Bitcoin sucks. Yeah, because it's garbage, 7 months. Oh my God, kill me. Yeah, but just below 308, 300, whatever, cut your losses. You're out fast. But if it doesn't, if you don't get stopped out, insane upside potential, as you saw way back in 2017. You get similar price action. So we're good. Just, it's the Forrest Gump meme, right? Where Forrest Gump's there, all the people are behind him, all the altcoins just waiting for Bitcoin. We got all these good setups on altcoins for higher prices, and they're just not going to play out. They will not move. They will not go higher until Bitcoin actually does something positive. Oh boy, frustrating. Definitely frustrating. So like that's just kind of what I'm doing. Looking at altcoins, man. Very interesting, like OP, you know. Like this mother of God, dude. Like the weekly was insane.
Deck 2017 run, BTC draws down, and alts run.
December 2017, anonymous. Thanks to 420, but no.
Is that a joint?
Not even. Are you talking about Bitcoin would have to go absolutely berserk first, and then the altcoins? And if you don't know, like it led into 2018, like January of 2018, and then it was kind of over. February, March, all crash. We're done everywhere. But we gotta go on a face melting, godlike run on Bitcoin from now to December if you want that. And I don't really. We'll see. We're not here trying to make calls or anything. We don't act like anything's certain either. Just because history did its thing doesn't mean it's going to do it this time. That's how people get destroyed. So it's like you got to have stop losses, protect yourself. But like, look, dude, the weekly on OP was just so stupidly good. It's like the M shape, the test, the levels, so positive. And then all this, like the weekly was, the daily wasn't, I don't know. I guess I see something. But then it's like all of a sudden they put in a new piece of data and it's like, wait a second. You already had a spring back test. There's one valley, second valley, proportionate the first, the third, proportionate the second. And it's just beautiful. It just looks really good from momentum shift into accumulation. And it's like, how do you look at this and just be like, I posted a trade setup on it because it's just, this is what you look for on any market, on any day, if you can find it. These are the high probability outcomes. Even if this time on OP, it's a scam coin, it fails. Like, I don't give a crap what OP does. It's a joke. But not the structures. The structures are indicating that there's someone accumulating a position at a deep value perceived area and technically a long-term uptrend. Every single time we get to 88% retraces, history shows us. 886, what happens? 3 highs and valleys, and then you're gone. You go on this insane run. You get down here in 886, that's the bottom. We're back. We're at the 886 again. We're not going to bottom. This time we're going to fail? Okay, fine. Prove it. Below 140, your argument probably diminishes, but you're still not dead yet. It's just line in the sand. So arguments have presented themselves on the weekly already, and now they're presenting themselves on the daily along with the weekly, which is really good. That's exactly, you want the stars, the planets to align. Weekly implying same thing as daily. You don't want like weekly implying upside and daily, not really anything. Then all of a sudden the daily's like, yep, also implying upside. Strengthens the argument, increases the probability of the outcome, but hey man, still not certain. Yeah, blah blah blah. We just look at altcoins, same thing. You know, like we'll just look one more, and then we'll go to these. Really want to look at these tech stocks so you can see what I've found. Here's storage, like. Right, the trade setup was posted on the weekly like 2 weeks ago or something, right? Just because you can't even, this is stupid. This is ridiculous. The level in the sand, a completed M shape. It literally took a year. It's a year large M shape completing at strategic levels where many reversals have occurred. Face melting runs have occurred. That's like, all right, you take your chance, right? The weekly was playing ball. The daily looked pretty good. The momentum shift, but the momentum shift doesn't mean accumulation per se. But now it's like they're trying to imply accumulation with this third peak. There's third valley, right? One, the second, the third. Still below 200, but these are just like bottoming structures. It's just like, okay, the daily and the weekly kind of lining up, but how can it go? It can't go higher unless Bitcoin goes higher. That's it. I don't know. This won't play out if Bitcoin keeps doing Bitcoin, which for 7 months is just a major loser. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, same lows, lower highs, same lows. So can't blame me for identifying these good setups. I just don't know if they're going to play out, man. I don't know. Okay, let's just go to the S&P 500, the spider ETF of the S&P. Down 0.9%, down 0.06% after hours. We have like a, hanging man, a green hanging man on Friday. Today you caught the follow through. 565, a delicate level you don't want to fall below because we would consider all this an up thrust. And then you certainly don't want to see a drawdown and then a back test of up thrust. That would be 2008. That would be just like, well, I guess the end of, yeah, that would be really, really bad. It's the last thing you would ever want. So just still hanging around, Beetlejuicing, you know, since September 19th, above the old all-time high. Cool. Dow Jones, industrial average, hanging man, green hanging man caught follow through at a. And here's the thing, man. You get that shooting star still pretty much active and valid, man. It's there. It's identified. It never, I mean, people be like, oh yeah, Friday got invalidated. Did it really? Because of today? It's not. It's still valid, man. Okay. That fall, and that would be, so okay, fine. If you want to say the shooting star, the perfect godlike shooting star is invalid, man, then fine. The hanging man from Friday is certainly active. It's like the inverse of the shooting star. Hanging man reversal, look it up. Caught the fall through today. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since September 25th. And this is all happening where? All happening at the major 1.618, the golden mean ratio. Do not like trivialize this level. It's so real, man. So we're going to see what happens. It's kind of concerning when you get a bearish Japanese candlestick pattern on an index fund and then the next day you catch actual real follow through. Yeah. So, okay, not really great. There's no value here. To take a long now is paying the highest premium known to man in the history of the Dow Jones. That's what you do if you're buying right now. So there is no swing trade opportunity for a long. This is not something you would ever go long on right now. This is the worst place to ever take longs. Okay, I'm just saying. It's not showing anything in the framework that's taught here or other places, okay? NASDAQ Composite Index. Just when you thought maybe we were okay, we have breached the level, the 17,937 peak, you know, it's just an inflection point I had plotted and it's being regarded, you know, so you're back below it, down 1.18%, unfilled gap at 17,584. If these Mag 7s catch follow through off these bearish things going on, which we're going to look at all of them right after this, this is definitely going to go fill that gap 17,575. So the last thing you want here, okay, this could, I mean, like, yeah, you got the potential bullish wave structure and it's all valid until we fall below 16.6. Then we might be in trouble. But the last thing you want is to have an attempted rally after the highest high ever, this huge run, then this major sell-off, very violent sell-off, then almost V-shape, but they couldn't, one high and then the second high. This is kind of what Apple's doing. You don't want this. The last thing in the world is to make a high, then a slightly higher high than this high, but both of these highs are lower than this high. You haven't even filled the gap. They couldn't do it. Not enough demand in the market to go test and fill that 18,500 gap. You don't want that. You do not want to confirm distribution. So hopefully it's all a bad dream. We wake up, we're mooning tomorrow, dude. Everything's good. I hope so, man. No, we're not at metals yet. Sorry. IWM just flat. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but you still, here's the high, right, from July. Here's a high that's lower than that high, and here's another high that's lower, rivaling that high. So it's not too bad. I mean, still, I mean, I think you would probably want to go fill a gap at 211, 212. You want to go test these levels again. You probably will, but you're making higher highs, higher lows for a while. It's pretty nice. Cool. We're just looking at it. It's an index model. We look at XRP. This is the XRP of the stock market. Oh my God. Okay, let's just look at gold and then silver and oil, and then we'll go to the Mag 7. Gold just hanging around. Hanging around, man. Nothing to do, right? There's no action to take. It's just, right? We look at the weekly or the monthly, and we know the measured move is 2783. That is confluent with the log scale golden mean ratio 1.618. So that's kind of the target eventually, 2783, but just gone, man. There's nothing to do. Impulse mode, not in consolidation mode. So cool. Silver, real quick. Going across the markets, man. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed today or yesterday. New day now. You don't want to get followed through today, but just up against your 52-week highs from May. That's it, man. They have not been able to break it, not once. September 26th, second time they couldn't break it on Friday. So that's a big level. They break that, boom, 35. We're on our way, man. Monthly is insane. I mean, you might just need to be patient on this. The monthly is unbelievable, right? The rising 3 methods confirmed. So look at you on the monthly. You're great. You're still up. It's all good, dude. Let's catch some follow through later. Just be patient. It's good. Silver's good for more upside eventually. Oil, US oil, continuing to rise. My God. They held 67.59 and they just went up and tested 78.35. Can't even believe it. They took out the highs from August 27th. But yeah, you're just testing this level. My God, man. 78.35. Testing the 200-day simple moving average. It's kind of similar locally to Bitcoin. Like up against the key level, they tested, they couldn't break it. Oh God, okay. And verdicts out. Okay, so everyone wants to have their alert set up on US oil above 78.40 or so, 78.50. You hear this beep, you know what's happening. They're breaking a key level on oil. Okay, all right. We got to do it, man. We got to mag 7 this thing. Okay, let's go from the best to the worst. The only one that was up today was Nvidia, and it pulled back. And it's just, we're so close to being able to breathe a sigh of relief, but you can't yet, unfortunately, because you might be type 2 returning this bearish shark. I'm gonna feel a lot better when you take out the August 22nd high. In fact, all you're doing is testing it and regarding it as resistance. There was supply there today. You pull back, you closed 127.72 when you should be trying to break 130 convincingly. Give me some volume, man. Yeah, I mean, you're at a huge crossroads now where Nvidia, it could have just been all a bad dream, or we're screwed. That's 130. 130 is the line between, oh, we're headed back up to the promised land, all-time highs soon. Oh my God, Nvidia is going to do it. Or, oh my God, we've just confirmed how screwed we are at 130 below it. So, huge. Well, let's just call it critical areas. That's where we are in Nvidia. Big deal. I hope it continues, man. Up a little bit after hours. AMD killed it. Okay. So let's go to, this isn't really the biggest concern for me at all. Like, the big concern, definitely going to be Microsoft. And it's not going to be the daily. It's going to be the weekly. I mean, just look at this thing. Like, maybe it's just all a joke, dude. Yeah, it's not confirmed until 388 breaks. That's going to be the neckline here. Okay. But mother of God, why the... I mean, you're witnessing a failed attempt from buyers to rival the highest high. Made a slightly higher high on the right shoulder and the left. Okay, kind of not the best, but still a lot of downside potential, at least to maybe 396. Working on, I mean, potentially, on the weekly, could be potentially working on 3 black crows. And you just wonder, my God, what a run it's been. When's the last time we had a weekly structure so visible, so evident right now? I mean, what happened? 2021, I mean, there wasn't even a structure there. Now, on the daily, it was pretty nice. A lot of these were showing topping structures on the daily, but not the weekly. So I hope you better pray to God, man. That's all I can say. Pray to God that buyers come in soon and we start recapturing 430 to 440. Otherwise, this could be a top for now, right? I mean, we got like, look, see, the thing is that's, oh my God. So you have this demand line from just January 2023. That's anchor point 1, anchor point 2, October 2023. Look, they pretty much tested it April 2024. Then you broke it. Now you're like back testing the old demand line, possibly as supply line now, while painting this momentum shifting structure on the weekly. Think about the structure size. I mean, we're talking like going on 238 days. I just hope it fails. I hope it's like, oh, but it's Microsoft, bro. It's Microsoft. They can't let it go low, right? God, I hope, man. Otherwise, carnage. 350, 318, 200 week moving average, all adequate targets if this really plays out. 2021, I mean, maybe on the daily, sure, but not the weekly. This is so much more significant. That's what's crazy. If this is a planet, this is a solar system. Like the topping structure in 2021 on the daily, it was 70-day structure, 200+ day structure. Whew. Anyone got anything to say? Meta, oh boy, they hit 600. Hype in the chat, all-time highs. But they hit all-time highs, and the weekly could be, if they catch follow through on the daily, we are looking at a weekly dark cloud cover in the coming days. But let me just show you here. It's not about the weekly on this one as much as it is the daily. This is it right here. I had to tweet about it. It was too beautiful. Too beautiful of bearish reversal. So if we get a lower close than today's close, it's confirmed as a Japanese candlestick major reversal, and there's a lot of downside. I mean, there will be nothing that exists until 543. There is an unfilled gap around 538. Those are your targets if this becomes confirmed tomorrow with follow through. It may not be. Like, if they just pump this S tomorrow, oh my God, we're back at $600. It was all a bad dream. It was nothing. It was a never has been and never will be. And that's fine. But you can't blame me for coming in here and identifying by the book Japanese candlestick reversal. After a tremendous run. Are you kidding me? After the partial decline? That was a dream, man. $600. What do you want? People can take profit. Okay, so right? Okay, Microsoft, ooh, monkey S. Meta on the daily. Good God, you better not get followed there. There was
prayers to everyone in Florida right now who may be within the path of Milton.
That would be really bad. Hey, I'm in Florida, dude, but thankfully not in the path. I'm in Miami for some reason. Hurricanes don't like Miami. They just, I mean, I feel like Neo dodging freaking hurricanes. Oh, man, slow-mo. I'm not even gonna get a rain band. Give me some action, at least. Give me one rain band, okay? No one get hurt or anything, but just come on, man. I love weather. Okay, so inverse hype in the chat on Meta and Microsoft so far, okay? So now another potentially concerning structure developing on Apple. Okay, just think about it here. Think about what happened. You had a pretty massive drawdown. It was violent. You had a big V shape, but the V shape stalled out. After pretty much window painting, filling a gap, the wicks, July 16th, right? You filled it kind of August 29th. You did it again September 20th, but then you had this colossal fake out. Oh my God, the highest daily candle close seen since July 16th, and rug pulled the next day. They gapped this thing down lower than the open from the previous day, and it's been down ever since, really. And now it's like, are we staring at the confirmation that there are less market participants involved than we saw in July? One high, the second high, both of these highs lower than this high. And now you're rolling over. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since September 18th. And now soon approaching this inflection zone. If they don't hold it, easy $200, 198 target. The 200-day moving average is at that level too. You just gotta wonder, right? Like I've seen this before, and normally not great, but it's Apple, right? See, this thing, it's like we're looking at market drivers, the largest market cap, best money making machines in the world, right? Staring at their charts, and it's like there's no way they're gonna let this thing collapse. No way these bearish structures are gonna like, they're already developed. No way they're gonna like play out, right? Anakin Skywalker, Padme, right? I hope not, man. I really just don't. I'm not here to like scare people, or this is just price action, right? And it's not really favorable price action right now. Google. Oh, they 168 tested once. Shooting star, collapsed to the lowest low, then a big rally. Tested and failed, tested again. They couldn't even test it again. Or though they tried, attempted to, off by a few cents, and just dumped. Down 2.44%. Confirming far less market participants involved than we saw, obviously, July 10th. Maybe, yeah. Now, maybe they put in a higher, that's what you want, right? You want to be you're going to continue to sell off on Google. Maybe we get a 155 and they rival it, and we get an inverse head and shoulders, and then maybe it was all just a bad dream. But that does mean there's more downside on Google here. And there's an unfilled gap at 150. We need to see, like we love to see, forms of confirmation and bullish back tests, especially if they haven't done it. They have not done it. So we've been talking about Google target for 151 again at some point, because they're going to fill that gap. And they're going to want to go test what? Is it a joke? Oh, wait, it just happens to be the 2021, 2022 previous cycle top, right? So that level is like screaming to be tested. I wouldn't own Google until that level's tested again. I'd just be real. It's too obvious. It's just too much. There's too many. There's 2 gaps. There's 4 or 5 gaps, dude, that need to be filled. Let's go fill them, and then not have to worry about that crap when we get down to way lower prices, right? So it's like there's still another like 7.4% downside on Google before you probably want to do anything with it, man. And then we got to see favorable price action there, bullish engulfing candle, some nice stuff, and then maybe it's a signal that, a higher low is put in, the gaps are filled, key levels from at a resistance are reconfirmed as support now. Like we need that. So not great, man. Bitcoin in power hour, going for the lows of the day, probably going to 6 minutes, meaning in 6 minutes we'll probably be below 62,127, because Bitcoin is an effing joke. 7 months, loser, joke, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Oh my God. Imagine being a live streamer covering Bitcoin. Oh. Hello? Okay. Looking at this stuff makes me thirsty, man. Hold on. Chat, you're never gonna hear the Hey song again. Never. All right, Amazon. So it's like Tesla, but the inverse. Okay, chat. It has been identified. It is very, very real here. You cannot argue with its existence at this current time. It is potential because we got to get follow through in the coming days. Oh, wrong tool. Sorry. So we have the notorious but beautiful Japanese candlestick reversal. Someone tell me. Someone type it in right now. Tell me right now what it is, or this stream is over. 4 minutes till the close for crypto. Disgusting. Like, as normal, as, usual. Nice. We got some answers rolling in. Good to see it. Yep. A rose was first. Yes, this is a bearish abandoned baby, but not in reversal form, more like in continuation form. So follow through tomorrow would be devastating. In fact, it's so bad, man. Like, I don't want to own Amazon right now. I'll just tell you that. Below 188, no thanks. I'm not owning. I'm on a buyer strike until Amazon recaptures 188 and confirms it as support again. I will not own Amazon. You should probably, one shouldn't either. Due to the consequences of being below that level, what can happen? So 177, 200-day moving average, all on deck right there. Like 176, 177. You catch follow through. It's confirmed tomorrow, but we don't know. It could just, we're gonna pump tomorrow because that happens. That's why we talk about this is a potential bearish abandoned baby. Potential, okay. Even if it was painted, you have to catch the follow through candle. So all eyes on Amazon's bearish abandoned baby, like continuation context, where there is more downside, and just really disappointing to see this 188 up thrusted through and such. So what this represents, kind of, I mean, this isn't like, oh, it's kind of 188. It literally is, okay? And the context is the buyers have been unable to test that level. There was such a lack of demand on Friday that they tried really hard, but they just fell short. That's like a very subtle sign of weakness, and then extremely weak when you just gap down and then paint the bearish abandoned baby. So 188.11, do you see it right there? Okay. Well, they look, dude, they tested it here and here in September. Look, they tested it, up thrusted it in July and August. Look, they up thrusted it in May, up thrusted in April. So you know how real it is, but it's most real going back to 2021. Oh, undeniable. It's right there. It's perfect, dude. Okay. 2 different times. So we are witnessing the buyer's inability to even test it again after falling woefully below it. And they've already confirmed it as resistance on September 30th, technically. Look, they broke it. September 27th, the 30th, confirmed. What was once resistance, 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 resistance 50 times, it's now resistance again. And now they can't even test it. That's very weak price action, bro. I'm just saying. It's awful. Wait for follow through tomorrow. I'll be live. We'll look at it. Take a gander. All right. So the last of the 7 would be Tesla. Less than 1 minute till the daily close. And what I say, Bitcoin nearing the lows of day, because that's what it does, man. Yep, that's what it does. So Tesla had a potential bullish abandoned baby, but today disregarded, invalidated. Yeah, we have an invalid bullish abandoned baby reversal because we did not catch follow through today. You needed a candle close above Friday's close, and that it was the opposite. It was awful. I mean, you closed at lows of day. You sold off all day. So this is hopefully the price that if you're an Amazon buyer and bull and you wanted to go higher, you want a big green candle to happen just like the big red candle happened on Tesla. And there it is, chat. Jesus chimes. Bitcoin closed virtually at its lows. Nothing surprising about that. That almost always happens. So, okay, right? You flipped a coin October 3rd at the 200. It landed on tails. It did not land on heads. If it landed on heads, we were going to 58.4 first. But no, we just regarded what was once a key resistance as resistance again. So all you can do is pray that wherever this sell-off concludes on Bitcoin on the 4-hour, we rival 59.8 to 60K or make a higher low. And we start retesting 63.588 very soon to continue absorbing the supply that remains at that level. There's so much supply there, dude. So Tesla, remember, so bullish abandoned baby, not the greatest context after completing a perfect bearish bat. I mean, perfect. And it's not just the bearish bat. The bearish bat, its pattern completion zone, price reversal zone was literally at an incredibly important reversal point. It's an inflection point on the chart. So many reversals have occurred at 260. So it's just like, yeah, man, profit taking level, certainly. So you're going to draw down and you just pray that wherever the drawdown concludes, it's a higher low than the previous low. And you would think it's very real possibility we're going to make a higher low than 205 because the trend has like kind of reversed. So we're looking for, sell off. We've got a very real bearish reaction going on at a price reversal zone. Oh, I can't believe this, dude. So probably going to get followed. Probably going to see 232. Maybe they test that. Maybe that holds. But if not, you break 232. You can see what happens. Normally, you head on it down to 209 again. So there are your Mag 7. And that was the whole purpose of my live stream. That was the whole reason why I wanted to go live. Was just to get that off my chest about it can't be, right? It can't be Microsoft showing a weekly head and shoulders that's larger than the topping structure we saw on the daily in 2021. It can't be, right? Do my eyes deceive me? I hope. Because it's potential. They haven't broken the neckline. There's still a lot of downside until they even test that neckline again. No way Meta is putting in that dark cloud cover. Well, there is no follow through yet, so we got hope that maybe tomorrow we just pump. Okay, hope, yeah. Apple confirming distribution. Google confirming distribution. Amazon, such a lack of demand, they can't even test the key 2021 level. And you have the bearish abandoned baby. What the? And then this one's the bearish bat that's right now wonderful. It's beautiful. It's exactly what you wouldn't expect, but exactly what happens oftentimes at 886s, at key resistances, down 3.7%, the worst performer of the 7. So do you get kind of what's going on, Let's real quick run back to Bitcoin because it's local on the 8s. Like shooting star loser trash joke bearish confirmation that what was once resistance support is resistance confirmed with candle close. That's what I'm seeing. You have to catch follow through though. If you want to say shooting star on the daily on Bitcoin, fine. We will say shooting star, but we must get a lower close today than we got yesterday to confirm it. And if so, easy target 58.4 on the daily. I don't know, man. I mean, you really wanted like Wall Street. Oh, my Bitcoin ETF. Look what they've done. Look what they've done to Bitcoin, man. Larry Fink and BlackRock, they've like neutered this asset. They completely control it, obviously. Like, win markup ever again. Win like major higher high ever again, man. But hey, sometimes like when I feel like I might be going crazy, we might be near the end of consolidation. I feel like I'm kind of going crazy because I'm staring at some altcoins with weeklies and dailies implying upside soon, but they haven't yet. But I'm watching Bitcoin test a resistance, has resistance with a potential bearish shooting star. The 200 moving average has resistance. Maybe I'm going crazy. Oh my God, all the Mag 7 are getting ready to, but they don't look good. They're certainly not buying opportunities right now in the Mag 7. I don't care if they keep going up, congratulations on number, go up. But that's not a swing trader thing. Doggy sign, congrats to Kathy Woods, who finally caught the nut at the bottom of the tree. Sorry, I haven't really looked at chat today. We just kind of went, been gone a few days, and it's just like, hey man, I gotta get this stuff off my chest before your eyes glaze over and like the ADD sets in and all that. So just now, listen, we think structurally on the 4 hour. If we look at the oscillators, a lower low is not necessarily really bad. Okay, just being real here. Like, I'm just talking about what you normally look for. Like, why do dragon patterns occur? Why do M shapes and W shapes occur? Because you get these one wave down that's a large one. You get a second wave up that's not as quite as, you know, astounding as the first one. And then, you know, you eventually get something like this and you get a higher low or you get a lower low. And by then on the 4 hour, the oscillators give us some really favorable stuff where if that happened, you get, oh my God, you get this local second low. You get the bullish divergence on the oscillators on the slightly lower low. And then market participants around the world see that it's not one low locally, it's the second low, and have more confidence to believe there's going to be a pronounced rally, a much larger rally on the second low than the first low. So structurally on the 4 hour, it actually would be good to like just do the thing that we recognize, that we know. Oh yeah, dude, it's the same thing. It's the potential W shape in the making. But we don't have it yet. You have, if anything, it's almost like a reciprocal ABCD right now. So it'd be like almost like A, B, C, and the C is just completed. And you're talking like D. I mean, something like that, 1, 4, and 4. It would make more sense, you know, like right now, okay, investors, let's just hold, dude, but ICP, same thing, one wave down, one scrub rally, it's the X, the A, the B concluding, the C wave down, slightly lower low, then maybe we get a more pronounced C to D wave later, you know, just. Yeah, look at this. The bearish and golden candle confirmed. Doesn't really look good now. Negative moment building. Below 60. Yeah, I don't even feel that confident. Like, what is it doing? Like, I'm saying, these altcoins, even if they look okay, they can't go higher. It's impossible for them to actually, all of them collectively, to go higher if Bitcoin's going to do the thing where, oh, let's get a recognizable wave structure development on the 4 hour. Well, you don't have one. You have an X, A, B. B is concluding at a resistance, and let's draw down again, make a slightly lower low and get bullish divergence. Get a confirmation low or something. It would make more sense just to be real. Because I don't recognize, okay, this isn't something that you just, that's a resistance, and they confirmed it as resistance, okay? Look at MicroStrategy real quick. That just, mother of God, highest close since March. But dude, after hours, and it's gonna follow Bitcoin. This gap's gonna fill tomorrow probably if we catch follow through to the downside today. 176.50 is the target. But yeah, nevertheless, hey, a wonderful.
Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, Bitcoin.
McChanley thinks the 20. We can look at Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10. You know, is that a Harry Potter joint? No, we'll look at it. Thank you. Right, that's the first request of the entire stream, and it's Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu coin. Thanks. Okay, so highest, like, so it. Think about it. It was your third highest daily candle close since the year of 2000. How crazy is that? Third highest daily candle close on MicroStrategy today since March 22nd, 2000 in 2000 and 0. 200 and 0 because it make it 2000, whatever. I think that's pretty cool. But again, how does MicroStrategy keep going if Bitcoin's going to do the bad thing? It's going to like sell off and rival 60K again. It'll probably pull back. Hopefully just put in a higher low. My targets on this one eventually 226. That is the March 2000 gap fill. And then second target on this one's going to be all-time highs at 330. Well, we'll just say it's
32.33 repeating, of course.
yeah, $332.22. Leroy Jenkins.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Jonathan, I forgot, man. You doing okay, dude? Everything all right?
I like turtles.
Still well confined within the equidistant channel. Maybe shooting star, but no follow through or anything. Didn't test 2.21 again. Trillion. Ugh, whatever. Joke. Why buy total when you can just buy Bitcoin? Harry Potter, dude. Harry Potter. That's what I end up by. Wow. Just wow. It did the scam thing today, dude. It did the scam. Okay. The scam thing where it's like, hey man, we're gonna do it. And we put in possibly the scariest looking shooting star I've ever seen on an S coin. Yeah, that shooting star reversal at key inflection point. So they're like, oh, okay, we know this level is undoubtedly resistance. That's the up thrust, whatever. They did it again, man. And I don't know how many Harry Potter, Sonic, Inu, Obama Ians bought today, market bought at 20 plus cents because you just got destroyed. And it could get a lot worse for you if they just respect the range again. Who knows? That's it, Harry Potter. Congrats. Yeah, the magic wand candle. There you go, dude. It's not a shooting star. It's a magic Harry Potter wand. Avada. Yeah. Or something. Okay. Completely got sidetracked. This happens sometimes. I want to give a big shout out to many people who renewed over the past few days of the weekend. Struggling, man. Wrong button, dude. My bad. Sorry, I'm really tired of the training session today. Struggling, man. Thanks so much for the 12 months of support. Patreon/Shutterdoll, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Gaia Tiger, thanks for the 21 months. Holy crap, my man. Eat You Cats, thank you for the 7 months continued support of the Patreon/Citadel. He's been eating cats long before the Haitians in Ohio or whatever. Thank you, dude. Whoomp, Mr. Whoomp Juritus, thank you so much for the 4 months continued support. Matt PG, thanks for the 9 months continued support. Paul, thank you so much for joining the Patreon today. I really appreciate that. Stella Dog, thank you also for joining the Patreon today.
Just landed a remote job. Leaving Colorado. Where should I go? Cheers.
Oh, whoops. Where should you go? Don't go to Tampa, dude. Don't go to Fort Myers. You're in Denver. Are you talking about you want like a staycation? You want to like... You're leaving Colorado. Where should you go? I mean, dude, Florida. I work remote too. And I literally had a list of criteria, things. I chose Miami. Like I could have moved anywhere. I could have moved to Tokyo or London where I'm at. I could have gone anywhere, and I chose Miami, South Florida. Like if things keep going well, eventually, I might very well move to Puerto Rico. No capital gains tax for now. Yeah, I mean that might be the next step. Cause yeah, who wants to pay freaking capital gains tax? So I can only tell you what I did, being a remote worker for many years, and it was Florida. But hey, man, hurricanes and insurance, and it's hot. It's just all It's all your preference, man. Some people like mountains, some people like beaches, some people like. I just like going outside in mid-January with my shirt off, getting in the pool, and I know deep down everyone else is freezing their butts off. I mean, that's just a nice feeling. Just feels good. So you got to go with what your preferences are. I would write a list about what you want from a city, what kind of leadership, right? You certainly, want to be able to defend yourself. So you don't want anarcho-tyranny, George Soros people, DAs, AGs that will just ruin your life. All these things. Like, you want nightlife? Do you want restaurants? Do you want water? I mean, like, women, like, questions, right? These are questions you got to answer before you decide where you're going to move. So. Okay, get wrecked, Harry Potter. Voldemort wins again, dude. Voldemort has won every single time. Voldemort, it's 20 cents. Voldemort undefeated, bro. So close, yet so far away. It's just so interesting because we're going to come back, right? We'll give it like a month. And where we are right now is a tremendous crossroads for the entire crypto market, right? Because we've already discussed what's happening. You have a good amount of altcoins that had compelling weekly arguments for reversals to the upside. Deep 886 retraces, bullish backtest key levels, completion of M shapes, okay? And now you started developing this weekend a daily argument for more upside. So the daily and the weekly on a lot of these altcoins implying higher prices, but it's impossible. These cannot play out if Bitcoin sucks. If Bitcoin's just going to roll over to 58.4, 53K, 50K, it's all over. They're all going to fail. So in a month from now, it's just going to be really interesting to see where we're at, Understanding we don't know where the assets are going, but we have setups on alts for higher prices, but they may not play out. So a month from now is going to be really interesting, bro. Where would I be thinking about moving if not Miami? I mean, second on the list is probably Tampa, which is like, woo, thank God. I didn't move to Tampa after this year's hurricane season, but then it would maybe have been like Nashville. I chose not to move to Nashville because it's landlocked. It's just too similar to I wanted to try out a new culture, different vibes. Nashville's very similar to Birmingham.
Keep it going, Mitch.
Again,
51 months of membership here.
Country music. Anonymous, let's freaking go, bro.
Is that a joint?
Thank you for the anonymous contribution. You could have doxed yourself and we would have all known. 51 months of continued support. Thank you. I mean, that's like unbelievable. It's such an honor, that you've been around that long, and everyone else too. Austin, I mean, I might have moved there before COVID lockdowns, but realized how garbage the leadership is there, what they did, the tyranny. Like, COVID was like a big test of like, how tyrannical you gonna become, Mr. Government? Oh, Austin? No, I'm good, dude. Very good. And it's like a small town vibe there anyway. Like, I wasn't looking for small town vibes. Austin's definitely like small town. Like, yeah, it's blowing up, but dude, still, everyone knows everyone and stuff. I'm looking for there are too many people. Like, oh, millions of people. That's kind of what I was going for. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, that's somewhere I would eventually move to some point maybe, or a little more north. I mean, there's just so many options when I want to start a family and all that. I'm not going to live here and raise children. My God, terrible. But yeah, this is like if you are single, right? You have the means, the resources to be able to enjoy it and afford it. You don't have to commute. You don't speak Spanish. You don't have to because you work remote. If you're independent, like this is the playground. This is it, dude. This is the place to be for sure. Terrible for women though. I mean, like that was the thing. I did not put women on the list, right? I told you the criteria for a city. I wasn't going to let that dictate anything because I knew like, oh yeah, women are terrible here. They're, wow, very bad. Like in terms of just like morals, values, OnlyFans capital of the world. Ugh. Yeah. So. All right. So I think we know where we are. Altcoin set up daily, weekly. Oh my God. But Bitcoin has to run. We have to break 64.9. And then the altcoins are all going to play out and it's going to be beautiful. And then the hype's going to be back in the chat. Concurrent viewership's going to double. It's going to be wild. It's going to be hype in the chat. So it'd be like the amount of viewers we have now, double it plus. And each individual person watching the stream now is going to have a doppelganger. And that doppelganger is going to be a retail scrub joke. Should I buy now? So like half the viewing audience in a month, if this thing really goes and we're going to 70K because, you know, currency debasement and finite supply and all that, ETFs, okay, we're going higher. You're going to be competing with a retail scrub joke that didn't care about crypto until number go up. You'll see. So hang in there, chat. All I can say is hang in there. Seasonality's on our side. We could have put in a higher low. The channeling wants dog with hat coin.
With
oh my God.
bearish back-tested long-term trend line, good entry.
We're almost there. I don't know. We can look at dog with hat if you want, dude. Whiff coin. Long-term test. No. Yeah, let's see here. Shooting star, like, good God, it's like the most beautiful shooting star I've ever seen. I hope it fails. Like, you have to catch follow through, but dude, that is like, go to a textbook or go to the internet, type in shooting star reversal, and it should pop up, generate dog with hat coin on the daily close just less than 30 minutes ago. Dog with hat, shooting star reversal on second high. But not a good entry. I don't care if it goes higher. You don't want to long Japanese candlestick reversals. You just don't. After huge runs, where are we from our previous major high? From the high to the low, where are we, chat? You can't, a shooting star reversal that it paints itself, that is painted by market participants at an 88% retrace. What is this? This is a bearish bat pattern. It's like Tesla. It's literally Tesla. Mother of, it's perfect. This is not an entry. This is a profit taking level. This is where someone might, this is where selling comes in. But hey, man, maybe they just like, it's dog with hat coin. So like, dude.
Is that a joint?
You probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
Totally legal. Let's go higher. I mean, maybe, but like shooting star at 886 at completion of W shape is just not the place. A swing trader goes long. I don't care if it goes up this time. Keep going long on shooting stars at 886s at completions of W shapes, and see how many. And tell me when you're homeless, because you will be homeless pretty soon. Yeah. Not the place, man. You know, the place probably as close to 192 as possible. If you could help it. Hey, man, and I'm saying that. Dude, I hope dog with hat coin, man, goes to 357, bro. Like, yeah, now for all the bros, all the Zoomer bros. Cool.
Can we get
But it's
to
weird.
look
It's
at
like other ones have good
Casper?
setups now. This one's kind of like complete. It went on a good run. It's not in tandem with all these other alts like VeChain and Storage and stuff. I just think about like someone buying dog with hat coin and an 886 completion of W shape with a shooting star confirmed. It's like someone who's like just getting blazed. They're just like, eh, bro, yeah, man. Like, I'm a Zoomer, bro. That's what I think of. Someone buying that. Casper, man, Casper looks cooked, man. forget the Casbah. That's fine. You can watch the stream blaze. Just don't like be like, I'm buying double Casbah. Please. Okay. All I can say about Casbah is
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
There's bears out here.
I think it's over. I think Casbah campaign has concluded, and it is confirmed a multitude of times. There's a short. I posted a short trade setup. Maybe the scam wick out or whatever here. That doesn't invalidate the short setup. It's still extremely valid, and even it's more compelling now. They broke the demand line. You see this beautiful 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now they've broken it. Confirmed. So Jesus chimes on Casbah breaking this channel that goes back to like starting November 2023, 11-month large channel, confirming the bearish breakdown just yesterday. Lowest daily candle close confirmed on Casbah since literally May 24th. Multi-month lows on the close. The other terrible thing about it is you broke the candle high close from this key inflection point, resistance, first time ever, resistance, upthrust, resistance, support, broken 2 days ago, and then yesterday, not just broken, confirmed, tested, that was once support, it's flipped to resistance. So you have this powerful form of confirmation on Casbah of an extremely real level. The first all-time high, that big one from November 2023, flipped. This is the worst. This is terrible, but it kind of made sense. The high, the three, it was the bearish 3 drives in the weekly. Oh yeah. All right. See, all this bearish backtest, what I have here is all real. Like there was never a time where traders settled up above 17.1 cents, the level in the send on the weekly. Another one. All these are bearish backtests, all of them. So this is tremendous. The 9.7 cent target on the weekly. Yeah. Nothing changed on Casbah. It was so bearish. It was like momentum shifted with these backtests. There was exhaustion from buyers on the third peak. What we know about the rule of 3, resolution, and look at you. You're going for the lowest weekly close since May. And there's a lot of downside, chat, on Casbah. But what a run. The composite man made a killing. He's just done now. He's just going to put his capital in something that looks better. Okay? With better value. This is premium on an S coin. Oof. No, Jesus chimes for down too. Jesus chimes for TA respect, bro. When are you going to get it through your mind? Flip the chart over. I'd be playing Jesus chimes here one way or another. When TA is respected, the Jesus chimes are blasted. Think about it. How beautiful. Like 1, 2, 3. And then they bullish engulfing candle. They recapture the key level and hold it as support. And you're running. Look at this bullish pin bar. Late September and follow through. And look at you now. Look, way higher prices, dude. There you go. That was the last request. We've seen the real SR. Thanks again for the 20. Thanks, Machan. Thanks, patrons, viewers. Hit that like button, that bell, the sub if you haven't. And I'm just tired, man. So I'm going to go get some dinner, refuel, and watch Casbah probably collapse at some point very soon. Just think about the daily. What's happened on the daily? One time, and I can see now 2 times confirmed locally. That's just so bearish, bro. It's the worst thing you could ever dream of.
For the sake of last day registration, MAGA, Trump.
Is there a MAGA coin? Huh? What? MAGA? For real? MAGA. Point Bridge America First ETF. Whoa, what is that? What is this? It's been pretty nice. Point Bridge Investment Trust Mutual Funds. You talking about that, man? I mean, this is just beautiful. Like, nothing to do, right? All-time highs, premium, nothing for the swing trader. I've never been here before in my life. 855 volume apparently. Only $23 million assets under management. Oh, Trump USD. Okay, sorry. What? Dude, you said MAGA, right? That's crazy though, right? This one's been killing it. All right, here we go. Never been here. Okay, well, they recaptured the level. So we got a little zone here. Yep, recaptured as early as yesterday. Okay. I mean, one low, the second bullish divergence of the MACD. Yep. So the exhaustion, and then you're catching a rally off of it. So what you would want, right? Like, I'm not saying we're ever going to get it, but if you wanted to be a range trader on any asset that existed on in the entire solar system, the galaxy, okay, maybe even the universe. Okay, they recaptured the key level, undeniable.
Suck please. ARKK looking like it might break a rising wedge. Thanks, Mitch.
Rep 419, thanks so much for the $20 super chat. We can look at SARK, which is shorting ARK ETF. Sure. What you would want, you may never get it, but what we covet as swing traders are forms of confirmation. What kind of form of confirmation do we want? Okay, a little bit higher. And then they come back and they test. It was once support, and then, oh my God, that right there is how you can construct a trading plan with minimal losses if it fails, maximum upside if it succeeds. So it's really cool. So you call this a spring. They have springed. Okay, confirmed with a close, but we need a back test of spring. So 358 would be good, but man, they hold it, we rally back above it, then we maybe test again. It could be wonderful. Forms of confirmation with local confirmation lows, local like double bottoms, higher lows, things like this. This will be ideal for a swing trade. If we got that, boom, you're going long right here as close to 445, stop loss below it as possible, and your upside's 954. So like doubling in price. So you don't have it yet, but that's what you covet. That's what we'll be looking for. Okay, so have your alert set up around 415. Because if you hear a beep, you're getting the thing that we need, that we really want for high reliability. So that's it. So SARK for rep. It's a SARK, man. Kathy Wood, but dude, it's Kathy Woods. Come on, man. She's so good. Oh, it's 2 times short. Kathy Woods. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, been a minute. Let's extend this out.
DJT to keep the Big Don's theme going.
Anonymous, thank you for the 20. Sure, we can look at DJT. Truth Media, social, sure. Good God, look what they've done. It was support. It was resistance. It was definitely resistance. Holy crap, August. And then they dumped it, and here we are. So, well, here's the thing. Like, ARK's showing like a Wyckoff accumulation structure, right? So I would never want to be short in SARK when that's going on. There's just no value. Okay, we got like a fresh all-time low from December 2023. You're at the bottom. Oh, you're to the level. I guess you want to get stop loss at like 2460, 2470 something. And you could try. I don't know. I don't really see anything that. I see no evidence of accumulation signatures. Right? Nope. That's not a formal M shape at all. In fact, this this would be like an extension M shape potentially. Like you have at XA and then an 886 retrace with lower high equals 1618 deep crab stuff. So I would not ever be longing something that looks so awful. Okay. And again, that's what it looks like to me. Deep crab on deck. I wouldn't long this. Sorry. Just move on. Like, we hate Kathy. We think she's awful. Yeah, we know. But dude, look. This is why probably not a good idea. There is a buying campaign ongoing, and you are probably getting very close to the end of it. Once they break 4860, $60+ incoming. So you don't want to short bottoming structures that have been in development for Mother of God 895 days. No thanks. I'm not shorting that. There's no value. You had your time to short Kathy Woods. Holy crap. You could have fed an entire village with the amount of money you could have made from shorting Kathy Woods, but not now. You don't short bottoming structures, chat. Okay? I don't care if it fails. There are better opportunities, man. Better. Remember LAC? Oh, yeah, LAC. Rep, does that make sense, man? Let me know. He says spacebar. Yep, exactly. Spacebar, dude. One valley, a second valley, and look, a third valley that's higher than second. Second's higher than first. Dude, that's like classic accumulation. Let's look at the weekly. It probably is. Dude, this is probably a good long. I'm not even kidding. This is impeccable. Holy crap.
Brutus super chatted $50. DJT is interesting.
Brutus, thanks for the 50. The first Leroy Jenkins of the day. Thank you, man. I think Brutus, we're going to look at it, man. But look, I think you would all be very impressed with this structure. It is, by the book, godlike. It's time to go long.
Hey Teach, can you take a look at MLGO please? I know it's not your kind of stock, but curious about the HL it's making looking like a 3 rising valley on the 4 HRTF.
Thank you, man. Sure, we can do it. Chat, anyone in here see this and be like, oh, time to short, you're reading the wrong books. I don't know what books you're reading. You might be reading the book that Kathy Woods wrote on, wealth management or something. But dude, it's not about Kathy in this situation. It is about the composite operator accumulating a position over 900 days. And the breakout point is $49.62, and you're at $46. You are dollars away from an unbelievable breakout. You don't short that. You might long it. Okay? You just might. G-Dog approves. See? G-Dog sees it. I see it. A lot of other people in here see it. Guess what? The composite operator painted it. Geniuses with billions of dollars see this. They understand it. Their bots are programmed. Everyone sees more than before, and we're on the third valley, the rule of 3. So everyone's getting pinged on this one. Mother of God. It's beautiful. It's actually like unbelievable how perfect it is. I mean, it meets the three rising valleys criteria. There's 2 peaks, 1 peak, and the second peak's higher than the first. Proportionate lows. It's beautiful, and this is exactly where you're looking for bottoming structures to develop anyway. Context is beautiful. Anyway.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Okay. DJ Tay. Next for multiple friends. My God, dude, they killed this thing, didn't they? I mean, they legit. Wow, they killed it, man. That M shape flopped, harmonic dud. But here we are at the all-time lows. What did they do? Without forms of confirmation. Well, not even all-time lows. That's lower. But like the bottom right here, you can clearly see, which I have painted back from March 2023 and June 2023. They're trying to V-shape. I mean, so like, of course, like at supports, scalpers have limit buys. Okay, they did it. They gapped it up, unfilled gap down here. But hey, when you're back above 1537, that is insane. Like the upside potential is kind of crazy. Well, I mean, you're going to have to break 1876, but above 1876, I mean, historically speaking, 2570, $33 maybe. What you want, right, is to wait. Like, I'm sorry, when you're a swing trader, you want to see the same things over and over. There's no different. Oh man, this time we're gonna analyze it different. Okay, I'm long in this. Like, no, you're waiting for this. If you could so help it, the confirmation low locally at key supports. It's a form of doesn't have what we need. Congrats, it's up 11.45% today. Hype in the chat. We stream okay? Are we back? Are we back, dude? Let me know. Oh, we got the hurricane coming in. Hurricane Milton, man. Are we back? Oh. Well, look out! Okay. MLGO. Micro Algo Incorporated. Oh God, man, it's a big old no. Big old literally no. Can you take a look at this? I know it's not your kind of stock, but curious about the higher low. It's chat, do you see a higher low here? Johnny, are we looking at the same thing? Because this is MLGO. He said MLGO, and I'm like, okay, I'm at MLGO, and I'm like, higher low? I'm just waiting on Johnny to be like, dawg, dude, I'm talking about the crypto. Hurry up and say, it's the crypto, man. I'm looking at the other one. Ugh. H4? Oh, 4 hour. Well, here's the thing, man. The 4 hour doesn't mean anything if the daily looks like this. If the weekly's even worse. So the 4 hour, meaningless. You don't even go to the 4 hour when the daily is this ugly. Okay? But I appreciate the contribution to this 100% crowdsourced stream. Look at it. Okay, we're at the 4 hour now, and I don't really see higher lows. Hey, look, it's a nice shooting star reversal. Nice. Caught follow through. Bearish and golden candle confirmed today. It might rally. It might continue. You have finite capital, so you're just looking for assets that don't look like this to long. You don't look to long all-time lows. It's never made a higher high or higher low. Like, you know, it's like just kind of never done anything positive. It's a pump dump scheme. I would never touch this. I'm not trying to be critical or anything. I don't. The 4 hour is not something I'm ever going to look at when it looks so bad on the daily. It's a dead asset. If it spikes, congrats on winning the lottery. You can go to the casino. You can hit the slot machine. This is the slot machine. You hit that slot machine, bro, and maybe you win the jackpot. Maybe it pulls. Maybe it does what MLGO did June 4th and goes up 14%. But then it drops. It goes up 564% on June 4th. Yeah, 564%. But it always gives it back. And that's what happens. When you keep pulling that slot machine, the house always wins. They got the edge. So for me, it's a hard pass. It does not meet not even one inkling of the criteria of the framework that we desire. Nothing. But I do appreciate you, man. And I'm just talking about the asset. Nothing to do with you, whatever, okay? That's just terrible. Oh, on the new day, we got some S coins pump. Look, GRTs, man. I told you, GRT daily and weekly. Got to understand how close this is to 23 cents. I mean, GRT, from where it is right now, I mean, they can break that 17.3 cents. You got 40% upside. This could be a complete bottom, man. Complete bottom on these altcoins. They are done selling off. There are only people accumulating these assets. Now, we have local forms of price action that look at the G-Dog chat. You seeing this hidden bullish divergence on the third valley? It's not quite a three rising valleys, but it's a triple bottom. Like the third valley. Are you kidding me? It is implied. The daily chart is implying a continuation of the upside is impending on graph on GRT. You have a bullish edge. So your target 23 cents minimum, and then 30 cents after that. Like, this is the stuff you're looking for. Falling wedge already broke out, dude. The weekly, bullish Gartley 886. One valley, the second valley, the third valley. Think about how large this is. I mean, we're talking, dude. This is 658 days. Are you kidding me, man? These are the ass. And look at the freaking MACD histogram. We haven't seen positive momentum on the weekly on GRT since April 15th. Look at us.
Look here. Look, listen.
We're about to flip positive, man. See some positive histogram wigs. The momentum has completely reset on the weekly. Woody Harrelson, it's time. It's time. Weekly, daily. Implying the same thing, chat. So it's going to be interesting to come back in the next 3 weeks, month plus, and see where GRT is, okay? I'd be buying GRT all day over whatever MLGO. All day, dude. Okay, so we got to retest 63,588. We got to break it. We got to break 64.9 for these altcoins to truly fly. Good am I? Yep, that's it. I mean, it's one of there are some. It's not even like a few. There are some that have these same setups. So, VeChain storage, Graph, GRT, like ONT, OXT. I mean, they're scams, dude. But like, it doesn't matter. Like, they're showing accumulation signatures. That is our navigation tool using traditional technical analysis. That is how we are navigating these markets. That's it. That's us. That's our compass. That's our constellations. That's how we're getting through these markets. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure there are other ways to do it. A few other, like not many, like one or two other ways maybe to do this, but this is a really good system to navigate. Okay, so gotta eat some dinner, man. Hungry. Got through the requests. Thank each and every one of you for coming out. I mean, LAC, dude, what do you want? It's a trade setup. I mean, oh god, look, LAC did it, dude. It was up 8%. If you're in the Patreon/Citadel, you were. We all know, like it's, yeah, like it's just the beginning. It's like the beginning of the beginning. It's the genesis of this. Look, this is a trade setup as close to 262 as possible. This is it. It's like you have a completed M shape with a hop, a harmonic optimum price on the type 2 return, and look where it's at. This is why it was a trade setup. It was no brainer. It was like, this is the lowest risk and it's an exhaustion. And it's like, normally I want accumulation, but on weekly time scales with divergence so impeccable at such key levels, knowing we're on type 1, type 2, it was worth a shot. Okay, so good start to the trade setup on LAC, Lithium America Corporation, up 8.89%. But dude, understand, if it plays out, it goes like 678's a target. But sir, we're at 294. That means, yeah, dude, we got unlevered 122% upside on LAC, and there's no question that's the target. You just had to be patient. Oh, remember Baba? If you're patient, you win. Have I steered you wrong? I mean, like, patience. All right, there you go. There's your LAC hype, dude.
Hype in the chat!
Michael, you're good, dude. You're good, man. Here's the weekly on Bitcoin. I mean, it's beautiful. Tight structures, but gosh dang it, man. What are we, golfing last week? We didn't catch fall through this week at supply line? Get wrecked. I'm tired of it, man. Don, just show me the charts. I'll show you the news. Just like Baba, just like NNE, like it's just these patterns present themselves. Composite operator accumulates, and he's the one that makes the call. The media is the composite operator's friend. He's the one that does this. Yeah, I've accumulated my position, my buying campaign. I am overladen. I got all I want. It's time to make the call. Composite operator, dude. Okay, so yeah, this is a depressing chart. I mean, for 7+ months. Before that, 354% run. But yeah, now, oh God, who knows how long it'll last? Man, the altcoins are implying impending upside on the daily and weekly at the same effing time. So that makes me feel good. That makes me feel like it reminds me of the end of 2022 going into 2023 when all the altcoins were bottoming out and we didn't really know on Bitcoin. Like there wasn't enough evidence that the bottom was in, the trend was reversing or anything, but the altcoins were screaming, bro, reversal to upside impending. And guess what? Bitcoin's bottom was in 15.5, whatever. So we're kind of in that same situation. But the issue is we're not at bottoms on Bitcoin. We're like consolidating, and there could just be classic distribution. It's not as good as it was back then because there's no value. It's all premium. But still, the altcoins are still presenting arguments for way higher prices in the next few months. They just are. They could fail. If Bitcoin dumps, they're not going to play out. Just understand that. They will fail.
Mojeep super chatted $49.99. CVC on Coinbase, please take care.
All right, Mojeep, and thanks so much for the Leroy Jenkins contribution. CVZ, Civic to the US dollar on Coinbase. Thank you so much for being just completely descriptive about that, because I just S-Coins, man. I mean, I don't know what exchange, which one. Well, you look at this on the weekly, kind of too far gone. Like 7.9 cents seems like the level to try to get as close to that as possible for an entry, right? With tight stop loss at this point. I mean, just last week it was up 60%. What do you do as a swing trader? You don't do anything, right? But you can clearly see this one little level here. Oh, let's go to the daily, I guess. Yeah, the swing trader, you missed it. You missed the optimum entry. Like, no one's requesting Civic coin in August, September. No one's requesting it ever in my life till today. That's a beautiful inflection. So what'd they do? See the low, swing high, candle high, close reversal. Listen, look at that. We know for a fact 19.88 to 20 cents is the level. They are trading below that level. In fact, you rejected it 2 days in a row. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed yesterday. So highest risk for a long, right? And this is like max downside potential. If they follow through on the bearish engulfing, complete and utter rejection for 2 days in a row at this level. Look what happens when they reverse. Bad stuff happens. So that's a profit-taking level. Like someone long down here, inverse head and shoulders, or as close to entry a bottom of range as possible, and they're taking profit here. That's just, if I was to construct a trading plan, if I had to, I'm entering down here as close as I can to the level from November 2022, and that's a target. That's, yep. How many range-bound trades have we made in here and talked about and published? A lot. And it's buy low, sell high. If they ever broke this level, there's a candle close at 26 cents right there. It's a swing low there, candle close there. Yeah, that'd probably be your next target. They kind of ran it almost up to that, so nothing to do. Well, someone tell me what happened. The mouse wheel gets a workout, but where did the button, chat? You know what I'm talking about. G-Dog, chat, everyone, Chip Liver. The little arrow that I have always used to revert back to current time is gone, and I didn't do anything. It just disappeared. Is there an option to get that back? I don't know what I did. It doesn't matter if it's a type 2. Yeah, an M shape, whatever. You could make an M shape type 2 down there. Doesn't matter. The run happened. The move occurred. You missed the run. It's okay though. Other altcoins are set up. See, G-Dog's gone too. What the? Changed too many things. Dude, that was so valuable to me in this stream. Saved so much time. Just hitting the arrow and I'm coming back. Please someone research this and look into it so we can figure it out together. Oh, man. Okay, that was the last request, man. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta eat. I'm stomach is eating itself right now. Bitcoin needs to go recapture 63,588. We're not dead yet, man. We're actually possibly okay. You know, like the altcoins are implying we might be really okay. Remember, altcoins implying on the daily and weekly at the same time now, impending upside over the next month to 3 months. Yep. Talking multi-month structures developed. 886 retraces, bullish back test of key levels from 2017, 2019, whatever, like that's happened. Local confirmation lows. Low confirmation lows and then a higher low after the confirmation lows. These things are happening on altcoins. Please pay attention. I don't know about Bitcoin, but I know about altcoins. They look good.
Gentlemen in the mix.
So no one knows. We'll reconvene tomorrow. Please do your research on that. See if we can find it back. We can find it. We can talk about it and re-add it. But thanks so much for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Thanks so much to the team. Brad, Jalen, thank y'all. Wayne Batson, y'all are amazing. Love y'all. Until next time, respect. T. A.
Five